This is crazy. This match is crazy. Like, how are we getting Swiatek Paolini? Like, a couple of weeks ago, this was 2 versus 4. Before the French Open, this was 2v4. It's 4 versus 8 today, but Swiatek's not number 8. We know she's better than that. Welcome, everybody. We've got a doubleheader going on. We've got Eala taking on Gracheva. We've got a top 10 blockbuster going on too. With Swiatek taking on Paolini. Crazy match. 4-0 in favor of Swiatek, but it's on grass. So you would think that Paolini might like her chances of getting her first win over Swiatek, but we'll see. We will see. Crazy match. Crazy match. Like, this is a Grand Slam semi-final potential. Like, I don't think they're in the same half, but if they are, it could be the semis of Wimbledon in a couple of weeks. Swiatek has no points to defend for the rest of the year. Yep, that's it. So there's a possibility that she could, if she can get through Wimbledon, she could do some damage. Hey, thank you, Jules, for the $5. Appreciate that. Also, thank you for the super sticker, JP. Appreciate it. By the way, chap, I don't like if I'm gonna have to call you by your usernames now. So your names are all changed. I'm gonna have to call you by your usernames. So if your username is not what your normal name was, maybe you should change your username so then we can all remember who's who. But I'm gonna start calling you by your name, your usernames, because that's what I can see. So just remember, just don't get shocked if I say your name and you're like, hang on a second, how did you know that? Change your username if you put it to the name that, I don't know. YouTube made an update. All right, 15 love. Gracheva back on serve. She hits a drop shot, but Eala's got it. And Gracheva volleys it out. 15-0. All right. 15-0. Stop with your predictions and forecasts. Just hope she wins. Are you okay? 15-0. Serve into the backhand of Eala. Return goes into the forehand of Gracheva, but Gracheva hits it wide. 15-30. Eala a chance to take the break again. Dim, thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. Thank you, Dim, for the 2. Good serve from Gracheva, 30-0. As Gracheva serves in the body of Eala. Return goes in the front of Gracheva. Gracheva hits it wide. Bad miss. All right. 30-40. Eala to get the break again. Swiatek and Paolini are about to start. All right. 30-40. Eala a chance to break. Gracheva serves. Into the front of Eala. Return goes short. Gracheva backhand. Straight to Eala, who puts up a lob. Gracheva with a smash. Oh, she just gets there. Very, very lucky from Gracheva. Deuce. We get the deuce. We get to deuce. I hope we can get Raducanu versus Coco. That'd be fun. All right, forehand now from Gracheva. Into the forehand of Eala. Cross court goes into the backhand of Gracheva. But Gracheva in the net. Eala hit it in the corner. Great shot. Advantage Eala to take the break. Advantage Eala. I'm a Swiatek and Eala fan. Well, perfect. This is the perfect day for you. As with a fault from Gracheva. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Eala. Great return. Gracheva slices it back. Eala. Backhand cross. Gracheva puts up a lob. Oh, and it goes in. I don't think Eala was ready. She came to the net, but then the lob just set up enough that it went over her head. We get to deuce. All right, Swiatek and Paolini, they are warming up. Changing the username. I don't think I'm ready for the change in my life. Well, too bad. Too bad. Kua? No, by the way, chat. If you're being a troll, you better watch out now because now we can see who you are. So you just gotta be careful now. Please don't be a troll. Just behave. Be on your best behavior, please. All right, advantage whichever. YouTube have lifted the names. It's crazy. And also, I apologize if I see anyone that might be a regular, but your name is totally different. So I apologize if you're like, I've been here every day. YouTube have changed things. So, like I said, change your username to what your name was, and then I can then I can call you by your name instead of calling you by your nickname or whatever your username is. All right. Whichever holds 2-2. I missed the draw stream, but the WTA first round matchups, yeah, there's some crazy ones there. 170,000 of your viewers are Filipinos, that's for sure. No, I don't think so. We had like 230,000 when we started watching Eala. So you're probably about maybe 10,000 viewers, probably. Lob goes up by Eala. Gracheva comes to the net. No, she doesn't. She stays in no man's land. Why is she standing there? As Eala comes to the net and hits it long. 15 love. I think we started watching Eala when we had about 230. So they're probably, maybe. There's a lot of people from Philippines for sure watching the channel now, which is great. But I don't think 3/4 of the channel is made up of Filipinos. That would be. It might be eventually, though. I mean, if the channel keeps growing, maybe we do have majority Filipinos on the channel. I think at the moment, America is the... we have mostly Americans on the channel. And obviously, Europe is huge. But Philippines might be a close third behind America and Europe as a whole. All right. By the way, they had to replay the point for some reason. Eala loses the point, love 15. As Paolini serving first. Who you got, Chad? I'm going to go Swiatek in 3. Paolini shanks it long, and it's love 15. Eala is done. She won the first set 7-5, and it's 2-all. So, unless you're from the future, I don't know. I don't think so. All right. Love 30, Swiatek to start with a bang. Remember, Paolini's never beaten Swiatek, so there's definitely nerves. There will be a lot of nerves. All right, love 30 here. Love 15 here for Eala as we had a double fault. Love 30. Whichever a chance to break. Chance to get a break point. All right, 15-30. Good serve from Paolini. 15-30. Serve to the backhand of Gracheva. Eala backhand to the forehand of Gracheva. Eala goes down the line. Gracheva slices it back. Eala comes to the net. Gracheva puts up a lob, but Eala's got the easy drive volley winner. 15-30. All right, 15-40. Swiatek, chance to break. Chance to break. A chance to break first games of the match. I've been a subscriber to your channel before Eala. Hey, nice. Thank you. I mean, there's a lot of people before we started watching Eala. There's been a lot of people since watching Eala. It's great. Swiatek breaks, by the way. Paolini hit a backhand wide. And Swiatek starts with a break. All right, Gracheva forehand on the stretch. Into the forehand of Eala. Gracheva with a slice goes wide. 30-all. Eala getting aggressive. 30-all. Eala also stretching the legs out a bit as well. She has played a lot of tennis this week, specifically. All right. Serve. Into the forehand of Gracheva. Forehand from Eala. Into the backhand of Gracheva on the stretch. Eala backhand into the net. 30-40. And chat, that's something that we didn't talk about. We haven't talked about pre-match because we haven't seen it yet from Eala. But as this match goes, I mean, that first set was the hardest set she's played for the week. And she's also played a lot of tennis. Is there going to be fatigue? Is she going to get tired? Because I tell you what, Gracheva's not tired. She is she looks like a marathon runner. She is going to go for days. But is Eala's as with a forehand from Eala, that goes to the back of Gracheva, who puts away the winner. There's the break, 3-2. Is Eala's legs going to start getting a bit heavy? Because she's played a hell of a lot of tennis this week. 5 matches in a row. The first set was grueling, right? Toughest first set she's played. Is she going to be able to go the distance? All right, Swiatek with a forehand cross court. Paolini puts it into the back of Swiatek, and Swiatek puts it away. Whew. Tell you what, can we just mention that Swiatek is hitting really well this week? Anyone else see that? Swiatek is playing so well this week. Crazy. Who do you think has more fans at Wimbledon? I don't know. Out of who? Out of the world? Djokovic? No. Sinner? No. Alcaraz? I don't know. What a broad question. Swiatek says an ace. 30 love. Love. And Swiatek serves again. What's with Eala's leg? I missed it. No. There's nothing wrong with her legs, but we're just saying that she was stretching a little bit in the last couple of games. That we got to also keep in mind that maybe she will be feeling a little tired after after playing so many matches this week. And the first set went for an hour. That was the longest first set she's played. Swiatek with a lovely forehand, 40 love. So just got to think. We got to talk about it because, you know, we're still learning about Eala, right? Eala's still new to the scene. All right, 3-2 as Gracheva serves. Into the backhand of Eala, forehand from Gracheva to the forehand of Eala on the stretch. Gracheva forehand into the backhand of Eala. Good shot down the line. Gracheva slice. Eala comes in with a volley and puts it away. Lovely rally. Love 15. All right, 40 love Swiatek. 40 love. I've also agreed to you a pint of good beer. Okay. I mean, I can't go to Poland right now, but when I go eventually, I'll let you know. 15-all. 15-all. As Gracheva serves again. An ace down the tee. What is it? 30-15. Right, Swiatek, by the way, 40-15. She's trying to lead with a 2 love. Thanks for the coverage. We appreciate you. No worries. Thank you for the donation and thank you for the nice words. As that goes out by Swiatek, 40-30. Gracheva backhand. Off the tape is a winner. And it's 40-15. 40-15. There's a bit of fault second serve. All right, serve again. There's a bit of backhand now to the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Gracheva on the stretch. Eala backhand. Well, Gracheva slipped a little bit, but she gets back up. Eala hits it wide. 4-2 Gracheva. 4-2 Gracheva. 4-2. In the second. Long second set, by the way. Already 28 minutes. Didn't know Paolini is half Polish. I did know that. Not yet. She's in my parlay. Who's in your parlay? Who? Paolini. All right. 4-2. Eala is going to serve. It's 4-2. Might be going to a third. Yeah, I think we're still too far away to say that Eala shouldn't try and fight back here. But I'll tell you, if Eala does get broken here, as Eala gets a little frustrated, hits it wide, love 15. Holy shit, that lady had awesome hair. Did anyone else see the person with a massive afro hair? That was awesome. Love that. Crazy. I like that. 15-30. That was great hair. Fritz loses again to Vakina today on Am I Crazy? I think Fritz will win. Anyways, Shank from Gracheva 15-0. I think if Eala loses this game, it's better to just focus on the third. You know? Especially if she is feeling tired. Swiatek, by the way, 15-30. Chance to get the double break as Paolini hits a wide, 15-40. Yeah, especially if she's feeling tired. There's no point in trying to fight back in a second and then play a third. But it depends on this game. If she holds here, I mean, there's no point for Eala to give this matchup yet or to give this set yet. But 5-2 down, I wouldn't push it. I'd say just focus on the third. Use all your energy in that final set. As Paolini comes to the net with a forehand and puts it away. I tell you, chat, Gracheva versus Eala is a good match. Very good quality. But then you watch Swiatek Paolini, you're like, oh, that's top 10. It's like, it's different, you know what I mean? Like, they're playing really well. Eala and Gracheva has been a great match. And they've played some great points. But then you watch how Swiatek and Paolini hit it, and you're like, oh, okay, that's what top 10 looks like. It's like a totally different, just totally different. Like, there's definitely levels. Double fault from Eala, 15-40. Like, you watch Paolini come to that and just smack the ball away, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's called confidence and number 4 in the world. 15-40, break points for Gracheva for the double break. When do you sleep? I don't know if I sleep or just black out. All right, backhand down the line to the backhand of Gracheva. Into the forehand of Eala. Gracheva backhand. Into the backhand of Eala. Again to the forehand of Gracheva. Into the backhand of Eala. Eala in the net. Eala's tied. No doubt. 5-2. Gracheva's going to serve the second. By the way, Chad, watch Amadeus. it was interesting. I thought it was good. You were right. It was good. All right. 5-2. Eala's going to have to try and take the third, I guess, at this point. I wouldn't fight back at this point. There's no point in trying to fight back. This is what I would do if I was Eala. Play this game. Don't be so shocked if you lose. Bathroom break. Trying to recover mentally and physically, and then come back, play the third, put all your energy into the third. That's what I would say as a coach. I'd be like, just try and hit return winners off this, and if you win the game, good. If you don't, who cares? And then, go to the bathroom, have a bathroom break. You're allowed to do that. It's totally legal. Come back and put everything into your into the third set. That's what I would be saying as Eala's coach. But I'm not her coach. I'm a random guy on the internet sitting here at 9:30 p.m. in Melbourne. All right. Deuce. Swiatek trying to get that double break. As we get a return from Swiatek into the forehand of Paolini. Back into Swiatek. Goes long, and it's advantage Paolini. Advantage Paolini. To take the double... get the game. And to try and keep this match going. Or at least keep this match close early, you know. All right. Gracheva serving for the third. So the second. Imagine if we're in the third. And we're going 5. Maybe one day, chat. Maybe one day. All right. First serve. Gracheva serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes in the backhand of Gracheva, but Eala hits it long. 15-love. Again, if I'm Eala, I'm just trying to hit return winners. That's what I'm doing. Just going for return winners. Don't even stress. You miss, who cares? You hit it in, great. I wouldn't be even stressing. All right, 15-love. As the return goes into the forehand of Gracheva, Eala puts up a lob, and it goes in. Oh, Gracheva just... Oh, man. Gracheva totally misread that. And she's laughing it off, though. She's like, I'm up 5-2. All right. I made a mistake. All right, 15-all. As with a forehand now from Eala. That's down the line of the forehand of Gracheva. Eala backhand to the forehand of Gracheva. As Eala puts up a lob. Gracheva comes in with a swing volley. Eala's got a slice. But Gracheva volleys it for a winner. Good angle. 30-15. Paolini holds, by the way. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. When do you sleep? Again. By the way, chat, when I watched Amadeus, the last 30 minutes of it, very relatable. Not the drinking part, just the work. Forehand from Gracheva goes wide as 30-all. Not the drinking. If I drank and tried to do this, chat. You wouldn't understand me. You don't understand me now. Imagine if I drank. That'd be crazy. 30-all. But I can relate with the work side of things of just non-stop working all night, all the time. But at least I don't have anyone making me write an opera. 30-all. As with a second serve from Gracheva. Into the backhand of Eala. Backhand of Gracheva into the forehand of Eala. That's a good shot. Gracheva slices it back. Eala comes to the net. Puts it away. 30-40. To get one of the breaks back. 30-40. Break back point to get one of these breaks back. As Gracheva serves a great serve down the tee. And we get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Serve again. Into the backhand of Eala, but it's called a let. It's a late call. All right. Serve again from Gracheva. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes long, and it's advantage Gracheva to take us to the third. To get us to a third set. Cam sleeps when he's dead. That is correct. Advantage Gracheva. As Gracheva serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Return goes into the forehand of Gracheva. Eala backhand again to the backhand of Gracheva. Into the forehand of Eala on the stretch. Gracheva with a drop shot. Eala's going to get there, but hit in the net. We're going 3. Okay, not the worst thing for Eala, like I said. You know, if she should go to the bathroom. This should be a bathroom break. Take some time. Come back. Hopefully with maybe a little bit more energy after a bit of a break. That's what I would be suggesting. Now, did she go for a bathroom break after the first set? Because she might not be able to go for another one. But that's what I would be doing. Try and stop the momentum a little bit as well. All of that stuff is totally legit. That second set, by the way, Eala actually had more break points. 1 out of 5 converted. 3 out of 3 converted for Gracheva. So Gracheva did what Eala did in the first set by converting all the points. Okay, we're going 3. We are going 3. Also, Swiatek 3-1. Eala is learning the strategy of her limitation. Is the learning strategy and her limitations. Look, like I said, Eala has played a lot of tennis this week. No, in fact, Eala's played a lot of tennis this grass season. Right? Post Wimbledon, the French Open, she played the second week of the French Open. She played qualifiers a few times. She played a challenger event. She played a lot of tennis on the grass. And this week in particular, she's played 5 matches to now, right? Whereas, remember, we didn't mention this much either, you know, because some of you might be like, well, Gracheva's a qualifier. Why is she not, tired? Because she didn't play yesterday. She got a day off. She got a day off because Krejcikova pulled out. So that matters. Now, Gracheva did have a tough qualifier run. She won both her matches in 3 sets. So she didn't have an easy run to this stage. I'm not saying that. But she didn't play yesterday. And having a day off definitely helps. Plus, also, Gracheva is much more experienced. She's 24 years old. She's been around for a lot longer. So she knows, physically, she's played the tour, right? She's been here. So you would expect that she would be physically better as we get further on this match. She knows how to... Yeah, she's definitely the fresher of the two. But this match ain't over yet. Eala, she is serving first in the third. Can she put all her focus and energy into winning this match to get to the final? At least get to the final. Because that is an achievement in itself, even if she lost tomorrow. Hey, Pia.
Thanks for covering Alex again. Rooting for Alex.
No worries. Thank you, Pia, for the donation. All right. Swiatek, by the way, 15:30. She's about to get a double break. 15:40. Paolini double faults. All right. Love 15. Gracheva. There's a bit of return now from Gracheva. Eala goes the forehand slice of Gracheva. Gracheva in the net. 15-0. All right. 15-0. Swiatek is flying through this match. Yeah. She's never lost to Paolini. And some of the matches, in the 4 matches they've played, some of the matches have been devastating. Like Swiatek went to the bakery. Like 30-40 Swiatek to get the double break. Is serve and volley a popular game plan of the WTA? Nope. It's super rare in tennis. 15-0. Backhand out from Gracheva. Into the forehand of Eala. Gracheva backhand to the forehand of Eala. As Gracheva on the stretch with a slice. Eala with a backhand down the line. Gracheva puts up a lob. But Eala's got the swing volley winner. And Eala's playing a lot more aggressive as well, which we knew she had to do in this match anyway. But she is playing a lot more aggressive. Also because if she is tired, you don't want to play long rallies. So she's going to try and hit winners as early as she can. Oh, pardon me. Advantage Paolini, by the way. Yeah, Eala's not playing until Tuesday. All right, 30-15, Eala. Serving to the backhand of Gracheva. Return is into the forehand of Eala. Gracheva backhand, down the line. Eala gets on the stretch. Gracheva drop shot in the net. I don't know why Gracheva's doing that. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think she needs to make Eala run. I think just getting the ball back and making Eala play. That's a smarter play if she wants to get the win. So, chat, I'm just having a look here. So, Gracheva has only played. After Roland Garros, she took a couple of weeks off. She lost to Eala in Nottingham, and then she's obviously played this tournament. So 2 tournaments. Whereas Eala, I think this is her 5th tournament of the grass season, or 4th tournament. As Eala goes down the line, 40-15, Gracheva hits it straight to Eala, then the volley. As Eala backhand pass, that's too good. And Eala 1-love in the third. Swiatek, by the way, chance to get the double break. So Gracheva, she's lost to Eala, and then she won 5 matches in a row this week, and then she's now playing Eala. So Eala, the only player to beat her on grass. So yeah, 4 tournaments already. So she played Birmingham, Ilkley, Nottingham, Eastbourne, and then Wimbledon. So playing 5 grass court tournaments in a season is crazy. Nobody does that. As Swiatek gets the double break, 4-1. But Eala has played 5 matches this week. In fact, this year on grass. Let's talk about grass this year, right? She's played. This is her 13th match of the grass season. She's played a lot of tennis on grass. Obviously played 5 matches this week, but then last week she played 2 matches, one against Gracheva and then one against Sidoni to make the main draw of Nottingham, and then she lost to Lynette. She's played 2 3-setters this week. The Baptiste match in the qualifiers was the tough one. She beat Bronzetti easily, beat Yastremska. But and then this has obviously been a battle. But yeah, she's had a lot of 3-setters on grass too. She's played 3-set against Fruhvirtova, 3-set against Marino, 2 3-setters in the qualies of Nottingham. She played 2 3-setters this week, and this is a 3-setter. So again, a lot of tennis, lot of tennis post Roland Garros. I don't think any. I'd be very shocked to see anybody else have 13 matches on grass before Wimbledon. I don't think anybody else has got. I'm going to say that Eala might have the most matches on grass before Wimbledon. She might have played the most tennis on grass before Wimbledon out of everybody in the draw. Maybe some of the qualifiers have more, but I think she's got to be probably the most qualifiers aside. She's going to have the most tennis coming in because I mean Gauff, Sabalenka, they don't have 13 matches on grass. Maybe Yastremska, she's played a lot of tennis on grass this year, but then again, maybe not. Kessler, maybe, I don't know. Eala's got a lot of grass tennis under her belt. 4-1 Swiatek with the double break, by the way. Is that good? Yeah. I mean, look, it's not great to go to Wimbledon tired, but it is great to get, like, she's as prepared as she can be, you know. As we return now to the back into Gracheva, and Gracheva hits it long, and it's 30-all. And I'll tell you this, chat. I know it sounds weird, and you probably don't want to hear this if you're an Eala fan, but if she does lose this match, it wouldn't be the worst thing. It would give her more time to get ready for Gracheva, because winning your first 250 is amazing. Winning your first title is amazing, right? And that's a great achievement. But if she did lose this, beating the defending champion at Wimbledon on center court, which is a big possibility, is pretty damn good too. You know what I mean? Like that's an option. There's an option there. Maybe she does both. She wins this and then she beats Krejcikova. But as she hits a lovely drop shot, 30-40. But I mean, it's always a risk playing before Wimbledon or playing before a slam in these tournaments, because if you win these tournaments, you might get to Wimbledon or the big one and you might get tired. You might be too tired. So that's the risk. But Krejcikova pulled out of this tournament yesterday. So she's obviously feeling something too. So maybe she can win this and win at the Wimbledon match. But if she does lose this and get a couple of days extra rest, that is not a bad thing. 400 backhand rally as Eala gets it on the forehand of Gracheva. Eala hanging in tough as Gracheva hits a slice forehand. Gracheva backhand again. Gracheva goes down the line now to the forehand of Eala on the stretch. Gracheva playing well. Eala just gets it back. Scramble. It goes in. Gracheva forehand down the middle. Eala with the backhand again. Gracheva cross-court forehand. Eala gets it with the backhand again to the forehand of Gracheva. Hits a drop shot. Eala's going to get it and hit a winner down the line. Eala breaks. 2-love. And Eala's just leaving it out. She wants to win this damn title. She doesn't care about next week. She probably doesn't even know who she's playing next week. Don't tell her. Just keep your mouth shut. 2-love. Eala breaks. Great rally. I mean, you can tell that even though she is tired, she is not gonna, she's not gonna rest. She's not gonna just be like, I'm not gonna play the final. I'm too tired. I want to play. All right, 2-love Eala. She takes the break in the final set. She's had to fight for these points, though. All right, Swiatek's up 5-1, by the way. She's cruising. I'm sorry to say this, but please focus on Swiatek and Paolini too. Yeah, Deja, mate, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You know how it is. When one match is super close and the other match is one-sided, we focus on the close one. But I will tell you that Swiatek is cruising, and it's love 15, and she might win 6-1. But I can only... this is the double header. It's either we do double headers or we don't. You know what I mean? If we don't do double headers and we just focus on one match at a time, then we miss... At least, I guess it's better than nothing, right? Love 30, Swiatek. Again, she's cruising. Not much to speak of. Love 15 for Gracheva here. There's the other backhand. But I'll try and focus a little bit more as it gets important. As Gracheva hits it wide. 15-all. I love 30 here. Paolini is in trouble. She serves a fault second serve. Second serve, Paolini. Double fault. Love 40. Swiatek to take the first set. She's got 3 set points. But Deja, for you, mate, I'll try and focus a little bit more on Swiatek as well. As the 4 now down the line from Eala goes in the net, 15-30. As the return goes in the 4 to Paolini, she shanks it short, and Swiatek puts it away. I'll tell you what, Swiatek's trying to finish before Eala's match. That's what she's doing. She's like, I want to see if I can finish this match in less than an hour so that she wants to go watch Eala. Swiatek an Eala fan? That's wild. 29 minutes, first set, 6-1. All right, 15-30 here. By the way, if Swiatek wins Bad Homburg, does that change everything? I don't know. Anyways, 4 from Eala goes wide, and it's 15-40. That's first set, by the way. 5 winners, 6 errors from Swiatek, no break points faced. Her serve was incredible. And Paolini, 5 winners, 11 errors. Got broken 3 times in 7 break point attempts. All right, 15-40. As Eala serves the fault, second serve. Did you post the Wimbledon predictions yet? 15 for fucking hell. Backhand return winner. We're back on serve. Oh, chat. Are you like, come on now. All right. Yeah, I in the last hour, I somehow streamed 2 matches at the same time. Recorded and edited a funny video that is uploaded on the second channel. Of course I haven't. I haven't even looked at the draw. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know who's playing. Did Wimbledon draw come out? I don't even know that. We went live during the draw, but I haven't even looked at the draw for a second time. So the answer is no. But I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I will get to that, sir. Dude coming in here like a manager. Hey, where's that report? I don't know. All right, we're back on Surf 2-1. But don't worry. That will happen in a couple of days. Ripcam's viewership if Eala gets knocked out in the first round. Nah, everybody's going to stick around. Don't worry about that. All of the Eala fans, they are tennis fans now. We have converted them. Not a cult. But they are... They're going to stick around for more than just the Eala matches. They love tennis now. They came for Eala, they stay for the tennis. So we're going to have a lot of people coming in. Don't you worry. All right. 2-1. Gracheva back on serve, but Eala's got the lead. He's got like 10 minutes to post there. Your expectations are wild. As Eala hits a backhand cross-court winner. Love 15. Also, love 15 Paolini. She wins the first point of the second. As a backhand return from Eala to the backhand of Gracheva. Eala forehand into the forehand of Gracheva. She overhits it. Love 30. Man, Gracheva, she's got to be pissed that she's fought. Well, she keeps hanging on. She's got to this point, but Eala, like I said, I think Eala at the end of the second was kind of like, I'm just going to hold off on running, and then I'm going to put all my energies into this last set, which is super smart. And Gracheva serving second, that sucks too. By the way, we're over 1,000 likes already. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to sub as well. As Gracheva hits a winner, 1530. We also hit 250,000 subs earlier today, so thank you for that. All right, 1530. Eala saw a little chance here to get the break. 1530. There's a return from Eala to the backhand of Gracheva. Eala with the forehand is wide. 30-all. By the way, where's those people that were like, oh, the Eala's going to lose now? They disappeared real quick, chat. What the hell happened? Where are those people that were jumping off Eala and saying bye-bye or whatever the hell they're saying? Where'd they go, chat? Did anyone know? Somebody check on them. 30-all. As Gracheva serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes in the front of Gracheva. As Gracheva hits it long. Man, Gracheva's getting nervous. She is playing nervous. 30-40. She's giving away a lot more errors than she was. Eala's a chance to break again. Eala a chance to get the break again. Also, break point for Paolini. All right. 30-40. First game of the second. There's a forehand now from Eala into the forehand of Gracheva. Back into Eala. Again to the forehand of Gracheva. There's Eala backhand. Again to the forehand of Gracheva. Down the line to the forehand of Eala on the stretch. Gracheva in control. As Eala hits a slice on the stretch. It goes short. Now Gracheva's in trouble. She comes to the net. Eala with a pass. Gracheva volleys it away, though. That's too good. And we get back to deuce. All right. 30-40. 30-40. By the way, to the person that constantly keeps doing this, I'm going to say once and please stop. I'm going to give you a chance to stop. Can you please stop telling people to watch illegal streams? It's called we don't like, that's not a thing we do here. And you've been timed out. So please be a part of the channel, but don't come in here and be like, hey, this, and this, because most of the time those get shut down. And also we don't want to promote people that are doing bad things. They can do what they want over there. You can go watch it, but don't come in here and do that, please. We don't want that. People will find the match if they want to find the match. People are hanging out here if they want to hang out here, right? One love Paolini. She breaks. But you've been timed out 4 times in 11 days, and it's because you're saying the exact same thing. So please, if you want to be here, be here. If you don't want to be here for the right reasons, then go to the other place. It's okay. Eala breaks, 3-1. Eala breaks. 3-1 in the second. Sorry, the third. 3-1. Eala takes the break. 3-1. Gracheva just can't level this set. Also, Paolini breaks 1 love in the second. That's interesting. Eala breaks. Missed your 250K milestone. So deserved. Do you have a new target for the end of the year? No, I do not. I don't have any target for the end of the year now. I have no idea. 300. Nah, I don't know. Backhand return now from Eala to the forehand of Gracheva. Eala forehand into the backhand of Gracheva. As Eala with a forehand lob. Goes long. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Also, love 30. Swiatek a chance to get the break back. Eala serves a fault, second serve. Also, love 40. Paolini in trouble. As Eala goes the backhand of Gracheva. Forehand from Eala. Into the backhand of Gracheva. Eala backhand on the stretch. Gracheva comes in. Eala with a backhand lob. And a smash from Gracheva is too good. Love 30. I was here when you had 30K subs. What an achievement. Thank you. It's, yeah, it's crazy. We're going to have a party after Wimbledon. We're going to celebrate, have a post-Wimbledon celebration. As Swiatek breaks back 1-0. We're going to celebrate 250K after Wimbledon. We're going to do like a separate stream, so I just need a little bit of time to plan it out because it's a big deal. So we're gonna celebrate it properly. I love 30s. A backhand to a forehand now to the backhand of Eala, but Eala drop shot in the net. Love 40. Because it's a big deal. That's a big number. Love 40. Gracheva to break back. Love 40. And we're to serve down the tee. The forehand of Gracheva, but Gracheva hits it out. One save, 15-40. $15.40. $15.40. As we're back in there from Eala into the forehand of Gracheva. To the back end of Eala. Gracheva on the stretch with an angled forehand winner. Great angles by both. But Gracheva puts her hands up. Chad, I got to show you this on the board because this was crazy. Both ladies were hitting ridiculous angles. All right, so the ball was going like this, right? So you had Gracheva was here, Eala was here, right? And they were hitting the ball like here. Like cross court in the box here. Like that was, and the last shot from Gracheva basically was there. I mean, that is crazy. To hit cross court forehands with angles like just going over. The angles were, and remember this was backhand for Eala, right? This is forehand for Gracheva. It was a backhand from Eala. So Eala was hitting backhands, and then that last forehand landed about here. This is where the net is, right? So that is crazy, that angle. That is a crazy angle. Crazy. So hard to do. That's why Gracheva threw her hands up, because she was like, what a crazy shot that was. All right, we're back on serve. It was a crazy angled shot. Because both of them were hitting those angles. That's why Gracheva was so happy about it. Because she out-angled the rally. Okay. We're back on serve. 3-2 Eala. But the thing is, Gracheva hasn't held serve yet. So let's see if she can do so. Danny.
Eala is doing great, though, Alex.
She is. Serving first is a big deal too. Serving first is a big deal in these final sets because, as we've seen in the last couple of games, breaking to win the match is definitely possible if you keep holding. So if Eala can keep staying in front here, she might get the opportunity to break to win rather than having to break and hold, which is what Gracheva has to do. Anyways, 3-2. Back to Gracheva. As the return goes in the backhand of Gracheva. Forehand from Eala again. The forehand of Gracheva. As Eala down the line backhand. Gracheva gets on the stretch in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. And Swiatek beats Paolini. That's a huge... I think it might be her best win on grass ever. Beating the number 4 in the world will be I think it's her highest ranked victory on grass, but also, I mean, last year's finalist of Wimbledon. You beat her on grass, that's incredible. If you're Swiatek, especially because Swiatek doesn't have any real grass, we don't talk about Swiatek on grass yet, right? Except for the time that she won Wimbledon in the juniors. But that's... Junior Wimbledon doesn't matter to everybody. Sometimes it matters, Federer. But also sometimes it doesn't matter. All right, love 30. Eala, chance to break again. Love 30. Love 30. As we're backhand from Eala into the backhand of Gracheva. Forehand from backhand of Eala again. Gracheva backhand cross. Eala gets on the stretch, but it's in the net. 15-30. I'll tell you what, when Gracheva's got some time to smack the ball cross court, it's a good shot. It's a tough shot. All right, 15-30. As a default, second serve. Second serve. Paolini fighting, by the way. She's down 2-1, but she's hanging on. As Gracheva goes deep into the backhand of Eala, and then Gracheva hits a winner down the line, 30-all. I'll tell you, Chad, if Gracheva does hold here, the next game is going to be really interesting for Eala. It's going to be a real nerve-testing game. All right, 30-all. Gracheva serves. Down the tee. Great serve. Return the net from Eala, and it's 40-30. 40-30. Gracheva to level this third set. Please don't put scores in the chat. As with a serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes back into Gracheva. Eala with the forehand down the line. Gracheva's got it on the stretch. But she overhits. No, she hit the line. All right, Eala recovers. Goes down the line again. Gracheva still in trouble. As Eala with a forehand. Into the forehand of Gracheva. Oh, but Gracheva hits in the net. Cross court, that's a winner. Down the line, it goes straight to Eala, and I think Gracheva knew it. Because as soon as she hit the shot, she's like, I should have hit the cross court. And it went in the net anyway, so she just wasted the point no matter what. All right, deuce. Both players are nervous in this final set. They know what's at stake. The first two sets were great, but this final set has been super nervous for both. I don't know if Gracheva's won any titles either. Let me check. Is Gracheva trying to make a final for the first or second time? Yeah, Gracheva's never won a title in the WTA. So they both know that this is an opportunity to win your first trophy. And they're playing like it's like they're nervous as hell. I mean, they should be. It's a big opportunity. Great serving from Gracheva. 2 big serves. That's clutch. 3-3. All right. Let me have a look. She's made one final, Gracheva. That was in 2023. She lost to Kostyuk in Austin on a hard court. So she's made one final of her WTA career, but she's never won a title on the WTA. And the last time she won a title, even in challenger events, was back in 2019. So she has not won a trophy for a long time in singles. Now in doubles, I'm not sure, but singles, It's been a long time. So she knows how good of an opportunity this is. She hits a lovely inside-out backhand winner. Love 15. It's a great opportunity for everybody. I mean, you've got Pavlyuchenkova and Joint. Joint has won a trophy this year. Pavlyuchenkova's won a couple of trophies in her career. She's the oldest of the four. She's won 12 trophies. So everybody left in this draw knows that this is up for grabs. Anybody can win this. Pavlyuchenkova, Joint, one of these ladies. I mean, there's no seeds left. So everybody can take this trophy. All right, love 15 as Eala serves. Into the backhand of Gracheva. Return goes into the forehand of Eala. As Gracheva forehand cross. Eala backhand goes again the forehand of Gracheva. As Eala forehand cross again. As Gracheva hits it down the line long, and it's 15-0. Gracheva definitely reacting a lot more than Eala when she makes the errors too. So you can tell that Gracheva, I think, is the one that's seeing the opportunity and realizing the moment a little bit more, which is maybe not a good thing. Whereas Eala's just kind of going about business. 15-0. As Swiatek, by the way, 30 love. She's trying to stay in front in the second. And don't worry, we will be watching Swiatek Paolini a little bit more once things get a little closer towards the end of the set, I think. Swiatek's just been so cruisy that there's nothing to speak of. She's winning, that's it. Anyway, serving the back of Gracheva. Return goes into the forehand of Eala. She hits it to the forehand of Gracheva. Good pick up, but it's just long. 30-15. Eala to stay in front. 30-15. Chat, give me one emoji. How you feeling? Because I'm sure there's a lot of nervous people in the chat right now. Put one emoji in the chat. How you feeling? Thank you, Finno. Yeah, we got to 250k in the Wimbledon draw. Slice return from Gracheva. Eala gets it with the backhand, and that's a winner. Great pickup, 40-15. A lot of nervous people in the chat. A lot of nervous people. It's different when we're in this stage in a qualifier, which, Eala's played a few qualifier matches that have been this close, but it's different when you're playing a semi of a tournament, right? I mean, semi-finals, you're playing in this situation is scary. Backhand return goes in the backhand of Eala. Forehand now from Gracheva. Into the forehand of Eala is Gracheva backhand. Again, the forehand of Eala. As Gracheva wins the point, Eala overhits it, 40-30. A lot of people nervous, can't look. Yeah. This is a very tense situation right now. Somebody is this close to making a final when these two ladies have only ever made one final between them. And like I mentioned, it was Gracheva a couple of years ago. So both these ladies are trying to make their a final of a WTA event, which they don't. Or Eala's never done that. And Gracheva is trying to do it for the second time as Eala double faults. And see, this is where things get interesting. This is where we find out who can hold their nerve. Double fault Eala, we get the deuce, 3-3. And chat, the word clutch, you might not know what that means because I don't think it's a tennis term until recently. But the word clutch is something that comes up in other sports. It means playing your best tennis in these sort of moments. As with a forehand now from Gracheva, Eala with a backhand down the middle. Gracheva backhand cross, Eala forehand. Again to the forehand of Gracheva as Eala with a forehand cross court. Gracheva on the stretch, goes long, and Eala gets advantage. It's about serving big, under pressure. When you need to get a first serve, you get your first serve. And playing the points and winning the points when you're in these, nerve-wracking positions. And winning the games that matter. And this is a game that matters. Advantage Eala. Also Swiatek 3-2. Serve to the forehand of Gracheva. Return goes into the back of Eala. As Eala pushes it long. See, that's not going to get it done. You can't be pushing the ball around. You got to hit it. Otherwise, clutch the left most pedal. Well, okay, smart ass. Who asked? Nobody asked you. Chandra.
Watching on the Autobahn. Go, Alex.
Why you better not be driving. Jesus. Please tell me you're a passenger. Thank you for the donation. Please tell me you're watching as in the back seat of the in a car. Shit. All right. Swiatek's got love 30, by the way. She's about to break in the second. Paolini just can't get it done. Love 30. Swiatek. All right. Eala serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Gracheva. Return goes down the middle. Eala gets it back. Gracheva down the line to the forehand of Eala, who goes for it, but it's wide. And I don't mind that. Because if you're going to lose or win this match, if you play like that, even if you lose this match and you play like that, you can't say that Eala was safe and lost because she played too safe. She did miss it by this much, but if that goes in, it's brilliant. So I don't mind that from me. I like that aggression from Eala. That is a good sign. Even though she missed it. Backhand of Eala into the slice of Gracheva. Eala, backhand cross court. That's a winner, see? I like that. That's a good attitude to have. Even if she loses, it's she can look back if she does lose and go, well, look, I went for it. I didn't play safe. But she won that point. I mean, that was a hell of a backhand. Also, Swiatek with 3 break points, love 40. Paolini with a smash winner. As Paolini says 1:15:40. Eala with the fault, second serve. The player that goes for the shots is going to win this match, chat. That's what's going to happen. The player that goes for it is going to win this. Backhand from Gracheva into the forehand of Eala. She hits it deep into the backhand of Gracheva. Gracheva's trying to go for it too, but Eala with a cross-court backhand and in the net from Gracheva. Advantage Eala. Chat, write down the last 2 points. Write them down. All right, 15:40 here. Swiatek with a return into the forehand of Paolini. Paolini hits it out. There's the break. 4-2 Swiatek in the second. I mean, what can I say, chat? Swiatek is just dominating. All right, advantage Eala to stay in front. Final set. Serve. Into the back into Gracheva. Return is too good. That's too good. I mean, that's a great return winner. She went for it. Back to deuce. Chat, this feels like the most important game of the match. A good return winner too. It wasn't, I mean, she hit the line, but she didn't try and hit it too hard. Gracheva, she kind of, it was a good backhand, solid backhand. Return goes in the backhand of Eala, forehand from Gracheva. Down the line to the forehand of Eala. Gracheva backhand on the stretch. Eala going for it. Hits a winner down the line. Advantage Eala. Chat, these ladies want to win this match. They're both going for it. No one's sitting back waiting for errors. Advantage Eala to take the lead again. Swiatek's going to finish first. 30 love. Did someone tell Swiatek she's playing number 4 in the world? Wimbledon finalist. Anyways, return off the tape of the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Gracheva. Into the backhand of Eala is Gracheva forehand again. Into the backhand of Eala. Gracheva trying to step up. As Eala backhand again. Gracheva forehand again. Cross court. Eala gets it. Gracheva runs around, hits a backhand. Strange move, but it goes in. As now Eala on the stretch for Gracheva. Eala forehand inside out. Goes long. And we get back to deuce. Jeez, chat. These rallies, chat. I love that both these ladies are going for it, though. I love it. It's chat. If you watch boxing or you watch UFC or anything like that, this is like the final round, and both have decided to stand in the middle of the court, in the middle of the ring, and just throw hands. That's what we're watching now. It's the 12th round. They're both looking a little tired. They're nervous, but they're both brawling. It's not like I'm going to stand back and defend. They're both swinging. Eala gets to advantage with a good serve. Like, that's what we're watching here. These two ladies are not holding back. A slugfest, yes. They're like, you know what? We're going to stand here and we're going to hit winners. We're not going to mess it. We're not going to sit back and like defend. I love it. Advantage Eala. By the way, Swiatek 5-2. Eala serves into the forehand of Gracheva. Return is into the backhand of Eala. Gracheva. Forehand cross court. Eala gets with the backhand. Into the backhand of Gracheva. Eala backhand again. To the forehand of Gracheva, who hits it wide, and Eala holds. And she screams. Huge scream by Eala. 4-3. That game was important. 4-3. What am I saying? Of course, I mean, if you're from the Philippines, you know what I'm saying. Manny Pacquiao. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying. All right. That was a huge game. 4-3. Tough fighting game. All right. Gracheva, who's been broken a lot. Next game, crucial if she's going to keep this alive. All right. And Swiatek is one game away from the final. Oh, man. Swiatek, she's found the keys to the bakery. She lost them for a couple of weeks, but a couple of months, to be honest. She's lost that. She wasn't opening too many bakeries. And then she's like, oh, number 4 in the world on a grass court? I got this. I got this. Swiatek just putting on a clinic. All right, Paolini serving to stay in the match. And Gracheva is going to serve to keep it level. As it a backhand from Paolini into the backhand of Swiatek. Paolini backhand goes wide. Swiatek is just smacking the ball too. I'll tell you, if we get Pegula versus Swiatek final, love that. That'd be a great final tomorrow. All right, serving to the forehand. Swiatek return goes into the forehand of Paolini. Swiatek forehand again to the forehand of Paolini. And Paolini in the net, love 30. Swiatek about to finish this up. Love 30. Love 30. Gracheva serving 4-3. I tell you what, Gracheva but she wouldn't mind getting an easy game here, but she has had 0 easy games in the last 30 minutes. Serve and volley, effective by Paolini, 30-15. 30-15. Sorry, 15-30. 15-30. Paolini hanging on. As the return goes in the forehand of Gracheva. Backing out from Eala. Down the line is wide. 15 love. Serve out to the backhand of Swiatek. Volley from Paolini. Swiatek puts up a lob. Goes wide. I tell you what, Paolini serving and volleying the last 2 points. That's wild. 30-0. Also, Swiatek, it's 59 minutes on the clock. So she's going for that sub-hour clinic. All right, 15 love as Gracheva serves a fault. Second serve. And Swiatek returns it long, and Paolini gets a 40-30. All right, serve into the backhand. Double fault, Gracheva. 15-0. Cam, will you please shout out here? Huh? Shout. I'll shout. This match is intense. Paolini with a serve and volley winner. All right, nice. Paolini mixing it up, but is it too little too late? We'll find out. Swiatek's going to serve for the match. Serve now the backhand of Eala. Return goes to the backhand of Gracheva. Eala with a forehand. Into the backhand of Gracheva on the stretch. Eala in control. Forehand down the line. Gracheva gets with a forehand cross. Eala backhand. Now Gracheva's back in the rally with a forehand cross caught long. 15-30. Eala with a chance to get break points. 15-30. Swiatek serving for the match. As the return goes in, the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand now from Paolini. And Swiatek goes the backhand of Paolini into the forehand of Swiatek. Paolini, forehand cross court wide. 15 love. As Eala slice on the stretch, goes in. In comes Gracheva. Oh, she puts it away. 30-all. Gracheva puts it away. That was nervous, but it was effective. My scoreboard? What about it? 30-all. What are you talking about the scoreboard for? The scoreboard's fine. 30-all. And Gracheva serves the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Gracheva. Shanked! We got a break point. 30-40. Eala break points. To take the break and serve for the match and to get to the final. The scoreboard is delayed because if it's before me, then it's annoying. The scoreboard has to be delayed. What do you mean? What, you want the scoreboard to tell the score before I finish the point? That's crazy. Anyway, serve is a fault. Second serve, by the way, 30 love Swiatek. All right, 30-40. Eala with a chance to break. Backhand return goes into the forehand of Gracheva on the stretch. And Gracheva hits it out. Eala's going to serve to get to the final. Eala, that game, that 3-all chat, that 3-all game. Eala's going to serve to make her first WTA final. 5-3. Serving for the match. Chat, serving first matters. Serving first has mattered so far. Eala's going to be nervous too. But remember, if she gets broken, she's still in the lead. Swiatek's 30-15. She's 2 points away from the win. Eala serves the forehand of Gracheva. Gracheva in the net. 15 love. 30-15. Swiatek goes down the line to the backhand of Paolini. Forehand of Swiatek. Into the forehand, backhand of Paolini. Swiatek with a forehand again. Paolini goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Again, the forehand of Paolini. Swiatek again to the forehand of Paolini on the stretch. But Paolini hits it out. Swiatek's got 2 match points. 40-15. As we serve down the tee, the forehand of Gracheva. Gracheva in the net. 30 love. These matches are going to finish at the same time. 30 love Eala. 2 points away. Also 40-15. Swiatek with the match points. To get to her first grass court final since the junior Wimbledon, I think. 40-15. I'm pretty sure. I would have remembered. 40-15. 40-15. Swiatek trying to serve it out. Eala's got 40 love. She's got match points. She was just clutch. That 3-all game was huge. 40 love Eala. These are going to finish at the same time. This always happens. Swiatek serves a fault. Eala serves 40 love. She serves down the tee. The forehand of Gracheva return. Goes into the backhand of Eala. Gracheva on the stretch. Into the backhand of Eala, who hits it. Into the slice of Gracheva. Now Eala with a forehand winner. And that is Eala in the final of Eastbourne. And she screams at the end of that match. She's like pissed off. She's like, yeah, you're damn right I'm in the final. Of course I'm in the final. What are you talking about? What do you mean? She's into her first WTA final, chat. That was a fight. And she's starting to realize, oh shit, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Alex Eala's into the final. She fought well. Shakes the fists. GG's. All right, Swiatek serving into the backhand of Paolini. Backhand of Swiatek in the net. All right, deuce. That's it. Celebrate, chat. You celebrate. You've had to hear a lot of garbage over the last couple of months, especially on the clay, all those naysayers. You can laugh today. You can point at them and say, no, Eala is worth the hype. She is her, all right? Where are those haters? Bye-bye, Eala. No, bye-bye to you. That is what all the Eala fans get to say today. Goodbye. No. Eala, by the way, hugging it out with the coaches. Oh, man. That guy's got a Rafa Academy shirt. That's cool. All right, Swiatek trying to win this match. Can Swiatek get her best win on grass? She's had 2 matches. This is her 3rd match point now. Swiatek to take the dub. By the way, if you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. Serve. Into the backhand, into the forehand of Paolini. Forehand of Swiatek. Into the forehand of Paolini slice. Swiatek in control. Forehand down the line is a winner. Swiatek's into the final of a grass court event. Her reaction is a little bit more subdued because she's been there and done that. But Iga Swiatek is in the final of Bad Homburg. I mean, okay. All right. Let's just hope they don't put them on at the same time. Hey, WTA. Actually, no. Tournaments that we're watching, can you please call each other and say, when's your final? Let's stagger the finals. Can we do that? So we can watch one at a time, please? Can we stagger the finals? That would be really nice. Can we not put these finals on at the same time? That is so stupid. Please don't do that. Let's stagger the finals. Eala's into the final. Swiatek's into the final. They're not playing each other. Just remember, 2 different events. One's in Germany, one's in England. 2 different events, but they've both been the final of those events. Paolini, she's going to go to Wimbledon, try and defend that final. Hasn't beaten Swiatek, 5-0, and that was That was a match that I thought that Paolini would have a better chance at, to be honest. I thought Paolini would have a better chance there because Eala, by the way, in tears. She's in tears. Oh, man. Chad, I don't want her to play Maya Joint. I don't think I can handle that. Swiatek's first final since the United Cup. Nice. But man, what a win. What a win by Eala. And she's in tears. It's an emotional victory. Coming through the qualies as well. I mean, it's tough. She earned it. She earned it. And now we're going to watch Eala take on either Pavlyuchenkova, who's got a lot of experience, or Maya Joint. And I'll tell you this, if you're an Eala fan, you probably want to play Joint, just because the level of experience is a little bit higher with, she does have experience, Joint, but you don't want to play Pavlyuchenkova in a final. Pavlyuchenkova, she's in her 30s, she's been there, done that, she knows how to deal with all the pressures of this, whereas Joint might be a little nervous going into a second final, and maybe a little more beatable, maybe. Pavlyuchenkova is a little tougher, I think. Also, you probably want to play Joint because Joint's been better lately. So if you're Eala and you play Pavlyuchenkova, you're expected to win, even though Pav's got more experience. But if you play Joint, it's probably going to be 50-50. All right. Well, chat, they finished at the same time, and that is just how things always go, it seems. But GG's. Pelens.
Go Eala.
Thank you for the 5. David.
Love your channel, Cam.
Hey, thank you, David, for the 5 as well. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Again, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to stick around for a little bit longer, and then we will get out of here. And come back tomorrow for the finals. We'll find out who Eala plays in the final as well. But great win. Tough win. I mean, like I said, at that 3-all game, chat, it was that game. That was the one. The 3-all game, when she held serve after a long deuce game, that was the difference. And then straight after that, what I say, clutchness. Gracheva just couldn't hold her serve to get to 4-4, And that was the difference. That was the difference. The other joint final would kill Cam. I don't want to watch that final. That's not fair. That final's not fair for me. That's not a fair final. I want to see Pavlyuchenkova versus Eala. That's. I want that final, please. That might be easier for my blood pressure. Jerome.
Thanks, Cam. What a game, Frag PH.
Yeah, great game by Eala. By far our best game of the week. By far. We're going to merge the streams, by the way. So if you want to keep watching, we're going to stick with the Eala Gracheva stream. So if you're on the Swiatek stream, jump on over, and we're going to just hang out for a bit. I feel like it's been such a crazy day that we just haven't had a chance to chill. I mean, we've watched these 2 matches. We had the Wimbledon draw. So now we have a chance to just sort of chill. But Swiatek's in the final. We're watching her tomorrow. She's going to take on either Pegula or Noskova. Not an easy match for Swiatek either way. I really want to see her play Pegula. I think Pegula-Swiatek final would be really fun. But Eala is also in the final. So make sure you come over here so you can keep talking about it.